Greetings, this is Yusuf with ERPChampions.com. Many accountants find themselves having to maintain a separate spreadsheet to compute the landed cost of items, especially which they've imported. This is because the software they're using to do their accounting is normally entry level. So systems like Tally and Quickbooks will not help you to easily calculate your landed cost. Whereas ERPNext, on the other hand, can help you compute your landed cost. So, case in point, let's say in this example, we import a Toyota car from a Dubai car supplier. We are importing 10 cars at $30,000 per car for $300,000 for all the 10 cars. We then incur taxes of $180,000 and freight charges of $50,000 to move cars from Dubai up to here. Therefore, we incur a total of $530,000, which is the sum of the cost of the cars, the taxes, and the freight. So using the spreadsheet, it's very easy to simply then divide the total cost by the number of cars so that we arrive at the landed cost of $53,000 versus the initial purchase cost of $30,000. We would like to show $53,000 in our books, or 212 million, as opposed to the 120 million in our books. How would we go about this? So, case in point, so I'm using this awesome bar to help me easily navigate. So let's say I want to have a look at my purchase invoice list. So I've posted the 3 invoices separately. The one to the taxman, to the transporter, and to the car supplier, as you can see, just so you have a more detailed sneak peek into it. This is the tax supplier, and we're using an exchange rate of 4,000 shillings, just as here we're using 4,000 shillings for every dollar. So again, this shows you that ERPNext can help you with multi-currency invoicing, right? So taxes for 10 cars at $18,000 a car bring us to 720,000, which is right here, 720 million shillings. Great. The next invoice is the transportation, which is also in dollars for 10 cars at $5,000 a car, $50,000 for 200 million, which is right here. Lastly but not least, the invoice to purchase the cars from the Dubai cars, 10 cars at $30,000 a car for 1.2 billion in total. So from this we can view our stock ledger. And our stock ledger shows that in this period, the cars, 10 cars have come in and we have a balance of 10 cars, but these cars are valued at the 120 million shillings per car, which means we are still here. Despite putting all the 3 invoices, we see the landed cost per car is still at this point. All right. So, and of course, ignore all this detail because you can always improve on this report by removing the unwanted columns, all right, so that we compress it so that it's a more succinct report. So now, how would we go about working on this landed cost in ERPNext? Well, we have a landed cost voucher. All right, so I would create a new landed cost voucher. And in this landed cost voucher, I need to attach all the purchases. And I know I have 3 of them. So let's say I know I have 3 purchase invoices. And of course, purchase invoices as well as purchase receipts can work. In this example, I'm using purchase invoices. So I have an invoice from Dubai Cars. I have an invoice from the transporter. And I have an invoice from the taxman. Okay, let's get items from these. Okay, so as you can see, only cars have shown up. Okay, that's another setting in there, which I'll let you know later on. So the cars of 1.2 billion, we need to apply these 2 other charges onto it. How do we go about it? Down here, applicable charges. It's these two charges, so let me add just 2 lines, 2 rows, and these they're attached to there's the import duty and freight. Those are the expense accounts. So description, taxes on imports, and right here, freight, cost of shipment. Right. The amount, our taxes, as we can see, URA is at 720 million, and the shipment is at 200 million. Right. Okay, so as you can see, we are adding a total of 920 million to 1.2 billion, and it's going to be distributed based on the quantities. This is generally the standard way, but there are other ways of distributing these additional charges. Going with this, let us save out our landed cost voucher and submit it. Right. So now let's quickly check the stock ledger. Let's refresh it. So we still have the 10 cars that have come in. However, the purchase is now 212 million. So you notice it has moved from 120 to 212 million is the new landed cost figure. Furthermore, we can explore the balance sheet to make sure that our values are accurate. So you can see in the stock is the stock in hand is at 2.1 billion, which is right here. 2.1 billion is the total value of our stock, and it's the same as our creditor value. But here we can see that all our 3 creditors are still outstanding, and this can also show us the aging analysis of our creditors. Currently, all of them are under 30 days. This and more on ERPNext. Visit our YouTube channel, which is ERP Champions. Like, share, subscribe. Contact us if you need help in implementing this expertly. Thank you for your time.